dude, it's just, you go down this list of different weird random things that have happened to this team over the last 2 years, and it just feels so shitty to be here right now. I can't explain it, Johnny. I can't. This is the most beat down feeling I've had all year.
I go back to, I'm like sad. It gets me like, before I got like angry, now I'm just like getting sad when I see this stuff happen. But I go back to one thing that, we're talking about possible reasons for this, obviously, besides that, when you can go and look at numbers and who's struggling. And obviously we know that starts that, as Yohan have had injuries, you can list off all those, but the team just doesn't have it, Tony. They don't. Like we talked about it, I think probably a little over a week ago.
Yeah, but the it factor is Jose Abreu fucking murdering a baseball.
Yeah, stepping up,
instead
being
of
opportunistic,
hitting into a double play. The it factor is Luis Robert not tagging up and trying to get into third base on a meaningless play. The it factor is next man up. You haven't seen next man up for this White Sox team outside of a few small instances. One of them right now is Danny Mendick. He's filled in fine for TA. I thought we'd be sitting here at this point. Oh man, we need TA back. We need TA back. We need TA back. That's
well, we do.
We do need him. But Danny Mendick is filled in just fine. You've got a fucking roster that's loaded with these highly paid relievers who aren't playing ball games. Your star prospects that you brought in to this thing, Eloy Jimenez not on the fucking field. You've got Yohan Moncada not on the fucking field. Yasmani Grandal, your big acquisition, he's not on the field. And then the guy that's been there the whole entire time, Jose Abreu, and everybody talks about, he deserves to go on, win a championship, do all these things, win it for Jose. But you can't be fucking hitting into the double play there. You can't. And there's the other thing too, the Lurie Garcia shifting. Sorry, this is just off the rails at this point because I want to fucking rant about this team, Johnny. Lurie Garcia hitting into the fucking shift every single goddamn time. Just bunt it down the third base line at some point. This team needs to get on base. They have to get on base. Yeah. They have to figure out ways to manufacture runs. And please, for the love of God, somebody start hitting the ball out of the ballpark besides Jake Berger on a somewhat consistent basis.
I don't know if you see like every day, at least I think most days, MLB, when there's a full slate of action, they'll go and pull a quick clip of every home run, right? And they'll say, all these guys left the yard today. And the White Sox aren't in that nearly enough for my liking. And I go to watch like just highlights from, granted, when you're watching highlights, you're not watching the full game. So there are at bat for some of these guys strike out or, whatever it may be. But you see there's a stat that, Judge has as many home runs combined as like a list of White Sox power hitters that should be putting the ball out of the yard.
I found that stat last night. Yeah. It just made me feel atrocious about myself.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, the home runs are such an energy boost too for the fans and then for the team. The dugout gets hyped and obviously you're adding to your win probability every time. So I think they are going to have to go on a power surge. Really, you're talking about what can possibly fix it. I know we've said that, and it's an easy thing, just an observation. Yeah, grass is green, but I do think that will improve some morale on the dugout, on the field. Play a little bit looser, maybe be a little more excited. That's the other thing too. Like you saw, I did like to see I don't like seeing Kopech get injured, but I like to see the emotion after. You saw how frustrated he was that he had to come out. And he's always been like that. But it's like some of these other guys, like I think AJ Pollock's like now playing with a little bit of attitude. But like I feel like Jose Abreu, after he grounded that double play, might be mad. Maybe they didn't cut to him at first base there. But I didn't see him slam the helmet down after he strikes out in the 12th inning. He just kind of puts his head down, walks right back to the dugout. Like, come on. A little fire, a little passion, right?
Yeah.
Grit. Hashtag grit. Hashtag TWTW. Where is it?
And
where is it?
That's the biggest problem with the White Sox right now, Johnny, that I have. It's where's the fire? Where's the emotion? Where's the fun? Talk about, marketing ploys and, change the game and all this other stuff. They ain't changing shit right now. They're not doing anything. They look lifeless. You get through some of this stuff and you go back to the it factor comment that we were talking about just a moment ago. And this team lacks it. That's the it that we're talking about. I don't know how to fix it. Smelling salts, AC/DC, get jacked up, get the boys together, get them buzzing. Maybe Jose Abreu needs to double chaw, both sides of his mouth. I don't know. Get intimidating. Get everybody up and start some sort of emotion. I don't know what it is, but I think it was Liam Hendricks or Joe Kelly who had said, we're going to be one of the most hated teams in baseball. That's what I want. I want them to be pests. I want to see AJ Pollock mouthing off to people. I want more moments where Joe Kelly's turning around and saying, what are you doing? I want that emotion. And so if, for some reason, man, it just feels like they haven't had that moment where they can walk on someone yet this year.